What's up, sneaker fans? Thanks for tuning in to a More Than Hype review, and I want to start off this video with a question. Have you noticed that recently, Sneakers and Nike app has been dropping shoes with certain sizes grayed out from the get-go? When it comes to limited shoes, I'm not surprised. I think most notably, the Off-White Jordan 2s had a bunch of sizes grayed out from the beginning of that draw. That didn't really surprise me because it's an Off-White and it's going to be limited. But this past weekend, on just a pair of Jordan 1 mids, my size 8.5 was grayed out from the beginning. And I mentioned this because it feels like this is going to be something that happens on a more regular basis. But we're just going to have to wait and see how these releases go. But I was able to get a pair in another size, so let's get right into this review, starting with the packaging. And these come in your standard gold and black Jumpman box. So we have our Jumpman logo in this metallic gold up top on this flat black box. Some more logos all around the box here. Licensing on the bottom. This is the box that most mids come in. And then we have our label here. So it was a little weird that my size was not available, so I had to get a 9.5 here. But the weirdness kind of continues on this label. Starting with the missing suggested retail price. So it just says USD, so this was a pair that was slated to be dropped in the US. Now this is something that I don't think I've ever seen, and that's just a straight up blank suggested retail price here. I think I got these for 110 or 120, I don't remember. But usually if there's something wrong with the price or they've changed the price or whatever, they'll just rip this off. But it's just come to me blank like this. Official name of these is Air Jordan 1 Mid SE, so this is a special edition. That basically means that the quality of these tends to be better than a mid that's not an SE. Official colors, white, black, and multicolor, and I think that multicolor is something that's going to be surprising to people. Again, I was not able to get my size. I had to get a 9.5 here, but seeing them in hand now, that hurts even more because they're much nicer than I expected them to be. Style code DH6933100, and that about does it for the label. So let's open the box and take a look at the shoes here. So we open up the box, 23 on the paper, but then here are the shoes. And you can probably see it already. This is certainly not a flat white on this shoe. The quality is also really nice, but let's get both pairs out and take a closer look. Alright, so now taking a closer look at these Air Jordan 1 mids in this Diamond Shorts colorway. This did release in sort of a pack with a low with a very similar color blocking to these. Not sure if the material is going to be the same, but a pack nonetheless. And they put a lot more thought into these than you could see in pictures. It looks like just a completely flat white shoe with some black overlays, but that is certainly not the case. So let's start with this heel and ankle collar portion, and as you can see, that is no flat white. There is definitely a gloss here, an iridescent sort of sheen layer on top of that white leather. You can see green, I can see a little bit of red. Very nice. And atop of that, we have our glossy wings logo here in this black. Really, really cool. Looks very nice. Has a nice sort of dimension to the shoe. And that's even more apparent next to what would be just a flat white in this quarter panel here. So the white leather for this quarter panel is what you'd expect as far as quality goes from regular Air Jordan 1 mids. So something that's not an SE. So the quality is just okay. We have a black nubuck swoosh here. Very nice. And we also get nubuck on the underlay here around the collar, down all your eyelets, as well as around the toe box here. Now, it being black nubuck, it is going to be a lit magnet. But the pro here is that it's going to be extremely durable. We get another touch of that iridescent white leather on the toe box here. You can see the wrinkling and the grain. It is extremely plush. It's going to be comfortable on feet. Moving on to the medial side here. More of that black nubuck, another swoosh, some more of that white leather for the quarter panel, and then here's a look at that heel. Really very nice. I think from far away, these just look like a very low-key black and white Jordan 1, but then up close you can see there is a shine to it. Not sure if the decision to put this iridescent layer here has anything to do with the name Diamond Shorts, but they did a really great job. Moving on to the laces, these come stock with flat black laces. The tongue is also black in that nylon material that all Jordan 1s are made of. On the top here, we have a nice leather patch in that iridescent white leather, glossy diamond, as well as a Jumpman in the middle. Black piping around the tongue. Inner lining is also all in black. White Jumpmail logo on the inside of your sock liner. It is just an Ortholite sock liner, so it's glued in there. I'm not going to try to take it out. Yeah, that about does it for the upper. So midsole, outsole, exactly what you'd expect with a little twist. So rubber cup sole here in white, as well as your stitching in that same white color. Air sole unit on the inside, of course. But then looking at our outsole, they did a little bit of a treatment here too to give it a similar iridescent, almost mother of pearl type look. So there's a whole bunch of colors in there, just like on the upper. Not sure if that's picking that up. The one other time that they did this to a Jordan 1 is on the All-Star Jordan 1s. I don't know how many years ago, but it had this very similar, strange, like iridescence to it that just looks really, really nice. This is a translucent white rubber, so these will yellow fairly quickly. They'll look nice for about a week, I'd say, maybe less. But overall, a really cool colorway. At first glance, these look like a very simple and almost plain black and white Air Jordan 1, but taking a closer look, there was actually a good amount of thought here to add depth, their storytelling. This is a solid release in my opinion. So if you were able to get a pair, congratulations. I think you're going to like them. And that's all I have to say about these. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm halfway almost to 1K subscribers. Join the community. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.